Former member of the House of Representatives, Opayemi Bamidele, and another party loyalist shot at as violence breaks out at a key takeoff of campaign of the APC governorship candidate, Kayode Fayemi. And President Muhammadu Buhari again condemns the opposition party. He says they looted so much money that his administration may not be able to recover all. Many thanks for joining in, everyone. This is Politics Today live on Channels Television. I'm sure Kimalaya Channels Television's global headquarters in Lagos. It's 259 days to the general elections, but if there is an election to be worried about right now, it is that one in Ekiti, the governorship election scheduled for July this year. Well, breaking news that we are following for you right here on Channels Television. We can tell you that a former member of the House of Representatives, Opayemi Bamidele, and another party loyalist have been shot. The incident occurred on Friday in Ado-Ekiti, the state capital, following what may be called a shot by what is being investigated by the police as we speak. The victims were hit by the bullets during the takeoff campaign of the All Progressives Congress APC governorship candidate Kayode Fayemi. Well, let's get some more reaction or perspective to what exactly happened today. One of the persons that witnessed it is a chairman of the APC in Ekiti State. Chief Jide Awe joins us via telephone from Ado-Ekiti. Many thanks, Chief Awe, for your time on the program tonight. What exactly happened? Were you able to identify who shot Mr. Opayemi Bamidele?
Well, the matter is still very, very fresh. We identify the person who shot. He was a MOPO officer. He dressed in MOPO uniform, and that made their conclusion that is a MOPO officer. When he shot at the crowd, I believe sincerely that he aimed at Dr. Kayode Fayemi, but narrowly he was pushed by somebody walking behind him, and Opayemi Bamidele was equally very near him, and the shot hit him. But I can say authoritatively that it's not badly hit, and it's recovering as we are talking. I'm just from the hospital. I'm going to another hospital, Abuad, to look at those who were equally hit by the bullet. The man who shot was about running away when he was overpowered anyway, and his fate I can't say because we have to rush the wounded to the hospital.
Okay, so if you can tell, so you were saying invariably, Chief Awe, that Dr. Kayode Fayemi was a target of this attack.
I think to a reasonable extent, because he and Bamidele are working together. But narrowly, and he was pushed by somebody behind him. Not intentionally anyway, because it was a crowd. It was a crowd, really. And that was, by the time we heard the gun, we thought it was an overzealous officer who wanted to salute. That was what some of us thought, because some of us were upstairs. They were actually descending the staircase, and they were going to catch up with the convoy coming from Akure. So they were just few meters to the main road from the Secretariat of APC in Ado-Ekiti.
So, Chief Awe, if I may quickly butt in here and ask you, if you think that the attack was targeted at your candidate, Kaude Fayemi. What do you think could have warranted such an incident, such an attack?
Until the police are able to unravel the secrecy behind the man who actually fired the gun. I believe they don't fire the gun, it's with the police.
All right. Chief, we pray with, for the families and, of course, those who are shot, that they will recover quickly and get back to their faith. Chief Jidiawe, the chairman of the APC in Ekiti State, thank you so much for your time and some of the perspectives that you've shared on the program tonight. We'll be talking about Ekiti on the program tonight and the governorship seat that has been fought for. Well, let's go through some other stories quickly. The Not Too Young to Run bill has been signed into law, but there are developing stories. Just like we asked what is next. Now, the Not Too Young to Run movement says political parties should reserve 50% of party tickets for capable, competent and morally upright youth aspirants across all elections in 2019. The co-convener of the group, Samson Itodo, said that this at a World Press Conference on the presidential assent to the age reduction bill.
The movement therefore makes the following demand. One, that the National Assembly should review its vote on the age qualification for the Senate and the governors. And this review should be in tandem with the proposal by the movement that the president, the age qualification for the president was 30 years and not 35. The governors from 35 to 30 and Senate to 30 years. That political parties should reserve 50% of party tickets for credible and competent and morally upright youth aspirants across all elections in 2019.
So in a little development, you will remember that the age limit on National Assembly positions were not changed. So the Deputy Senate President, Ike Ekweremadu, has explained that a 35 years age qualification for the Senate was retained at the aim is to correct the initial disparity in the 1999 Constitution between the age qualification for the Senate and that of the President, which used to be 40 years but now reduced to 35 years. Well, it seems the Not Too Young to Run group did not buy that explanation. They are insisting that the National Assembly must review its vote on the age qualification for the Senate and governors. The Deputy Senate President, who is also the chairman of the Senate Committee on the Constitutional Review, said that the National Assembly reasoned that going by the provisions of Section 146 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. Well, let's also tell you that the People's Democratic Party has reacted to the signing of the bill. The main opposition party today commended President Buhari for signing the Not Too Young to Run bill to law and assuring young people who will seek elected positions under the PDP of the party's support. Speaking at a press conference in Abuja, the PDP national youth leader explains that the party's national working committee is already considering some concessions in the amount of money young people seeking elective offices should pay for nomination forms in the upcoming elections. However, the PDP lawmaker that sponsored the bill at the House of Representatives is appealing to the Speaker of the House of Representatives as well as the Senate President to return to the PDP ahead of the 2019 general elections.